kailangan ma-eliminate yan. Yan ang first move ng prepared variation ng black. Dito, pwedeng kumapture ang white sa F6. But after capturing with the queen, and white captures at C3 with his queen, only knight C6 maganda na kasi pwede nang ibigay talaga yung pawn sa C5. Gusto mo talagang buksan yung C file. And then meron pa rin namang problem ang puti dito sa F2 square. So still dito, black retains the initiative. And that's another line for you cadets to find out why. So instead of capturing on F6, white captured on C3. And then black played a key move. Exception to the rule. G5. Ang kanyang pawn structure ngayon may medyo weaken na. But in this position, the knight at F6, after white played bishop to G3, the knight at F6 is more important and has more work to do than the bishop at G3. So we can conclude, going back to the 8th move, instead of capturing here, bishop takes C3 on the 8th move, an improvement for black is G5 immediately. Tira niya kaagad to. G5 immediately. Which was played in a junior tournament in Australia way back in 2005. And a grandmaster played also this line against a fellow grandmaster from Vietnam. G5 also. Pero hindi hindi exact ang continuation nila in follow-up. Hindi nila nakuha yung idea of what the player in this game has devised. So going back here, bishop to G3, and now black revealed the point of his prepared variation. He captured on D4, tempo sa queen. So either the rook or the queen will have to capture on D4. Siyempre, hindi pwede yung rook kasi malilinyahan ng kwan, ang queen and king sa C file. So queen takes D4 is the only move. And then maganda ang follow-up. Dumakas na. Ito na yung counter-attack ng itim. Developing with tempo. Knight to C6, hitting the queen at D4. So, saan mo ilalagay ang queen ngayon? Queen E3 is a check. Pero check lamok lang yan. Arangan lang yan. Bishop to E3, na-develop na naman sa pyesa. If you're going to prevent black from castling, simple answer lang, queen B6 or rook to C8. Ang idea is to place the knight after palagay natin E3, move mo yung rook mo sa C8, linyahan mo na yung king, ilan yan, knight B4, blocking the diagonal A3, F8, enabling the king to castle, blocks king to castle, and then meron ng may follow-up na dito, bishop to F4, F5 I mean. So, malaking danger na. Most probably, if not, definitely a winning position for black. Alisin ko lang to. So, the only logical move for white is to pin the knight at C6, delaying the opening of the C file. And then, of course, mga important lines kinakailangan occupy mo. Malaking bagay ang open lines sa paglalaro. This is a very good move, bishop to f5. Problema ngayon ng king, saan siya ngayon tatakbo? Hindi siya makatago sa corner. Here, thinking of a defense, white played e3. Maybe the idea is to play bishop to d3, blocking the h7 to b1 diagonal, or put the knight at e2, put the knight at e2, and then to c3. Of course, kitang-kita na ang kasunod na tira ng team. Rook to c8. X-raying the king at c1. Ngayon, kitang-kita na why castling queenside by white on this 8th move is very risky. If not, it is already an opening mistake. Maybe we can call it an opening trap laid out by black. So what are the alternatives here? White can play knight e2. It's now possible for black to castle, and it plays knight to c3 to block the c file. White can play a6, threatening to play b5. And then b4, mawawala yung knight sa c3, and then alam na, the rook will have a check on the white king. So this continuation, white did not like this continuation. He played bishop to d3. Ngayon dito, I will pause the game to let you answer what is black's best move in this position. I'll give you, that's what Coach Lemuel gives you, 1 minute to post your answer in the Zoom chat. Wala pang sumasagot?
Wala pa, Coach. Players, galaw-galaw.
Rasan ko po ba?
Hoy! Nakasagot na ng isa. Si Alan Dolfo. Very attentive. Ayan si Sophia sa Stephanie. Answered bishop to d7. Anybody else? Cadets? Okay, kung wala nang sasagot, ayan si Josma pa, bishop to d7. Ronel, the same explanation pa. Thank you, Ronel. Thank you, everybody who answered. At Alan Dolfo got the correct answer. Queen d7 is a very strong move, threatening to win the queen. And at the same time, the queen defends the bishop at f5, which is controlling the very important h7 to b1 diagonal. Thank you, Dolfo. And then, after queen to d7, kailangan umilag ngayon sa discovered check. Mawawala reyna. This is forced king to b1. And then, white, and then black played bishop to takes d3. First ang answer, rook to takes d3. Queen f5 pins the rook at d3. So, there is no good answer kasi meron ng threat na knight to b4 ang itim. So, in such situation, wala nang naisip, ang white, binlock nyo na lang ang h7, b1 diagonal. And here, of course, black playing on the advice of Jose Raul Capablanca, which says that when you have the winning position, meron siyang 3 steps to cement your victory. First is to consolidate your position. Second, centralize your pieces. And third, only then will you start your final assault. Sa position na to, syempre, you will not exchange queen because patutulog pa tong dalawang pyesa ng puti sa king side. So, the best answer is, of course, knight takes e4. This is what we call a Tarrasch knight in my days, yung mga lumang player dyan, my generation. We call this a Tarrasch knight because Siegbert Tarrasch, the German doctor, famous grandmaster, tinuturo niya to na ito ay isang spearhead of an attack upon the enemy's king. A Tarrasch knight is a knight at e4 or e5 supported by a pawn, either on d5 or f5. On white's part, it is either by a pawn or d4 or f4. So here, delikading na sa h7 b1 diagonal, kailangan umilag na yung king sa corner. And then this is the time for black to consolidate his position. Pwede na nang matake dyan, pero he will still be exposed to an intermezzo by white by a check on e3. So, castling, delayed castling ang nangyari. Usually, mga mature players, they delay castling to play a more positive series of moves. And after castling, siyempre, white has to guard this weak back rank. Kaya inatras na lang yung rook sa d1. Now, meron na naman ako isa yung puzzle. At this position, with you having put your king into safety, connected the rooks, active lahat ng pieces mo. On the queen side, kung nasaan ang king ng puti, he has 3 defensive pieces. We count the king as also a defensive piece. The ratio of attacking pieces against defending pieces is still in black's favor. Bilangin mo, lahat yan. 4 yan. 2 knight, 2 major piece. Nakatutok yan sa king. And then, anchored by a pawn, the isolated pawn on d4, which should be a weakness in the endgame, is already proving to be a source of strength in the middle game. But since the knight squared bishop was exchanged earlier, naging support point ngayon ang c4 square saka e4. And there are several light square weaknesses in white's camp. Lahat yung mga light square na yan, mahina yan. Kitang-kita yan. Ngayon, what is black's best move in this situation? What are you going to do? With this kind of piece activity and central control, and your king is safe than white's king. You can put your answer now. I'll give you 2 minutes. Mas maraming ngayon. Do I still have enough time, Coach Neil? Hindi pa ba nag-expire yung 30 minutes ko?
Okay lang po, Coach.
Okay, salamat po. Okay, cadets, please put in your answer. What is Black's best move in this position? Para naman ma-involve kayo, hindi kayo antokin. This game was played by two very strong players. Super Grandmaster tong dalawang player na to. One player is rated 2804. The other player is rated 2737. Dalawang superstar ng chess to naglalaro nito. May sumagot na. EJ answered B5. Anybody else? Dolpo answered also B5. Talia answered knight to C5. Jos Mapa answered queen to F6, occupying the long dark diagonal. Okay, time's up. Sa position na to, you are in a very good attacking position. Kung pa rin, it's still a question of the center when you're attacking. D5 is correct. So yung dalawang nakasagot, si Dolpo again, and EJ, congratulations, very good. D5, diverts the queen from control of D4. Hindi naman pwedeng kumapture ang rook kasi may back rank mate. Tama. Wala naman ganung paglalagyan ng maganda ang queen eh. Kahit saan siya lumagay, knight to D4 pa rin ang sagot. So, kumapture na lang siya sa B5. And then, of course, follow up, which is the point of the B5. Place the knight at D4. Tingnan nyo naman itsura niyan. Dalawang centralized knight. Suportado ng queen bago may open na C-file pa. Pangitan-pangitan na yan na panalo na kayo. Bali wala naman yung isang pawn eh. Ang importante, makakuha kayo ng ganyang position. Queen plus 2 knights is very formidable. Tapos suportado pa ng rook, overwhelming na yan. Wala nang sagot dito is to cover up the H7 B1 diagonal. Check on C2. Gaya ng nakita ni Dolpo. King B1. And then my favorite move. Atras na malakas. Attacking queen. Kahit saan magpunta yan, mawawala yan. Or mamamati ang itim. Ang puti pala. Sorry about that.
Yes, Coach.
Merong mating position dito. I guess hindi ko na kailangan ipakita sa inyo. Kayang-kaya nyo na yan. Meron diyang mating position. Dalawang knight ang papatay sa king. And then at this point, nag-resign na si Keres. Keres is playing white in this game. And black is Mikhail Botvinnik. Pang-ilang world champion ba si Mikhail Botvinnik? Pang-apat.
May nakakuha ba, Coach?
Steinitz, Lasker, pang-anim na world champion si Michael Botbini. At ang lesson dito, may bibigay ko sa inyo, since nakita nyo, matake ang itim, counter-attack ang ginawa niya, pero actually, ang ibibigay ko sa inyong quote ay galing kay Sun Tzu. Isang magaling na strategist of war. Yung kanyang librong Art of War, binasa ko. I recommend that you read that book. Makakatulong yun sa paglaro nyo. Marami kayo makukuha ang diskarte dyan na magagamit nyo sa business, sa buhay nyo, at sa chess. Dito, ang kanyang masasabi kong applicable na quote dito is, attack is the secret of defense and defense is the planning of an attack. Na dito naman siguro, kung i-replay nyo itong game na to, talagang masasabi kong totoo na napatunayan dito na attack is the secret of defense and defense is the planning of attack. So, to be successful, you must sharpen your weapons before you go into battle. In your own time, in yung pag-aaral, yung independent study, devote more time to it, and then your efforts will be rewarded. Not immediately, but later on. Makikinabang kayo. Yun lang pa, Coach Neil.
Thank you, Coach. Walang nakalusot. Pero si Alan, muntik-muntik na kasi meron din yung encounter dyan, Alan, yung kagaya nung sinasabi mo, Kasparov short at iba pa. Marami nang naglaro ng positions na yan, Cadets eh. So, sayang, walang nakahit kahit isa.
Yung sagot ni Dolpo, karugtong na ni Botvinnik yun eh. Kung inisip niya, sino ba nagturo nito kay Kasparov?
Yun, exactly.
Kaya lang, si Kasparov, ang kinuha niya, yung white side, in-improve niya.
Yes,
Kasi nakakalaban niya siyempre si Botvinnik eh. Sige nga, sabihin ni Botvinnik, anong gagawin mo rito? Ito ang defense ako nun. Diba? Ngayon, nagkaroon siya ng panibagong idea kasi tinuro ni Botvinnik sa kanya ang research approach to chess. Na hindi ginagawa nung panahon ni Kasparov, hindi na ginagawa dahil si Botvinnik nga in the 40s, 50s, 60s, yun ang ginawa niya. And then, Kasparov, being a student of Botvinnik, resuscitated the idea of doing research work to be successful in chess. Ngayon lang po.
Thank you, Coach. Ang ganda. Grabe yung delay nung castling.
Oo.
Kumounter agad.
Kaya ko rin natutunan na kinakailangan pala, talagang totoo pala yun. Castling if you must, not if you can.
Cadets, familiar kayo dyan, di ba? Meron tayong na-discuss dati na do not castle early, castle safely. Check the surroundings first before you castle. Don't treat castling like a special move. Just like any other options, it's just a choice. So use it if needed. Kagaya nung sinasabi ni Coach Amelito. Hindi dahil available yung castling, kakastling ka.
Saglit lang, Coach Neil, papakita ko sa kanila ang proof na ito ay laro ni Kere sa Kabeli Botvinnik. I-share ko lang yung screen ko dun sa aking chess base na sayang wala si Olorsissimo dahil yung kanyang kasama sa FEU para sa kasamahan niya tong lesson na to eh. Hindi ko pa lang
Nasa tournament po si Hans.
Okay. Very good for him. Kita na po yung chess base.
Yes po.
Ito yan. Ito mga cadets, ang game na yan. At papakita ko sa inyo kung gaano karaming analysis yan. Ayan. 7 move pa lang yan, 8 move. Nahawa na ako kay Coach Neil ng calculation eh. Ayan. 9th move pa lang yan.
Wow,
Pinipare
sarap.
ko yan for a former student of mine. Kung babalik siya sa akin, ayan. Okay, nakita niyo na. Perez Paul. Itong Absolute USSR Championship, 6 na matitinik na Grandmaster yan. Quadruple round robin yan. Natalo pa nga si Butbilig dyan ng 2 tail ender, pero ang gagaling nun, Bondaresby and Lilienthal. Talagang umabot din ng Super Grandmaster level yan si Lilienthal. Okay, sige po. Coach Limuel naman po, sir.